Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, Mayans is living on a prayer. This show needs all the prayers it can get, right? We're 5 episodes in, halfway through season 1, and the decline is massive. It's like a nosedive from an airplane. You know, you've took off, you've left the airport, you're about to go on holiday. Episode 1, you get a smooth getaway. Everything is fine. No problems whatsoever. You're in the air. Episode 2, we start getting a little bit of turbulence. Episode 3, the plane crashes into the ground. Episode 4, everyone's dead. That's how the Mayans has seemed to me so far. I don't remember it being this bad. I'm kind of glad that we are rewatching it though, because I had some sort of like false sense that season 1 and season 2 were good. And they're just not. Episode 1, I thought the premiere was good. I would go as far as saying the premiere was great. But since then, it's went downhill. And I mean, episode 2 I thought was decent. It was okay, but obviously a couple of steps below the premiere. But I mean, since then, episode 3, 4, and 5 have not been up to standard. They've not been up to Mayan standard. Never mind Sons of Anarchy standard.
No, they really haven't been, and I wasn't under the illusion that season 1 was good. I always knew it was like this. I mean, we reviewed it last year. I think you should remember that. It was always season 2 where it picked up. I mean, season 1 had its moments, but let's talk about these moments, and they're not that good, man. For like the 4th episode in a row, they're not that good.
Yeah, so this is episode 5, Uche Possum, oh Possum, and there was a possum multiple times.
Possum.
In this episode.
And the CGI's awful, man. I understand Kurt Suiter's going for the animal effect, but you know, did you not learn when Jax went into that fucking semi that your CGI's not up to fucking stand up?
Yeah, I don't know what their big fascination is with animals in Mayans, MC.
See, to be honest, I actually don't think the Jax CGI was horrific, but I'm beginning like this animal stuff. It's not that it just looks fake.
You'd be better off using stuffed toys.
Like I know people can bang on about Jax going into the truck and the CGI looking bad, but see from like the actual initial shot of it. It didn't look... Like, let's put it, say you didn't use CGI, would it have looked much different from the same angle? Here, it's all ifs, buts, maybes, but I tell you what, real rats look fucking real, and this looked fake.
Looked very fake. Anyway, let's talk about the moment. So, we have Cole gifting Angel a decapitated head, with Galindo confronting Easy about him visiting Emily. We have Adelita and her rebel gang helping rescuing the Mayans and killing the corrupt Mexican cops. And last but not least, we have Felipe, a.k.a. Ignacio Cortez, threatening Jimenez's family. That was the 4 best moments that we picked out from this episode. Coming in at first place, you guys have picked Cole gifting Angel a decapitated head. I forget the woman's name. Who the owner of the head, but she was I want to
say Andrea.
Andrea, she was like the white trash or white power,
white bag of trash. Boy.
Yeah, so she was the leader of that. Cole comes into Angel's house. Angel doesn't see Cole at first, but he just sees this head being propped up by a rifle. But he doesn't see the rifle, so he just thinks it's somebody sitting on his couch. Wouldn't he be a little bit weird of it? Who's this fucking person sitting in my house? It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought like...
But Cole, Angel didn't even seem that bothered by the fact someone was in his house. Maybe he just thought it was someone from one of the whores or some shit like that, I don't know.
I think the whole scene is a bit ridiculous. I mean, it's funny, but it's a bit ridiculous. And
he turns around, he just sees his head being propped up by the rifle, and he freaks out.
Like, Angel could have dropped Cole here.
Yeah, then Cole gives him, yo, Angel. And Angel turns around with his gun.
We're unfuckable.
And Cole's just sitting there drinking some fucking milk. So that was the...
Was it semi? Was it whole? Was it goat? I don't know.
There was a pretty good scene about after when Easy and Coco arrive and Angel's got the head and he's like, I wonder if I could fit my dick in its mouth, and Coco's like, God, man, you got problems.
You got problems, kid. But
so, I mean, that was a wee funny bit of dialogue, but again, I don't think this scene was... I thought it was a good scene, like, but when this is the best thing the episode has to offer, then...
I think this just sums up the difference between Sons and Mayans. I think... See the best episode from your Sons episode? It's fucking great. It is. Here... this moment in a Sons episode, it would be like, what, 15th?
Oh, come on.
What?
15th.
I think the average Sun episode would be low.
Well, let's go lower down the order, because it's a pretty big drop. For 57%, we go to 16%, and the second best scene of the episode was Galindo confronting Easy about him fizzing Emily. So Nestor manages to find out that Easy was speaking with Galindo's wife, even though Galindo's wife Emily didn't want to speak to anybody. This obviously pisses Galindo off, so he has his men pull Easy up at the side of the road and they say, "Yo, follow me." Easy's like, "Why would I do that?" "Because you're smart." Easy then follows them into the middle of nowhere where Galindo's there. They have a little conversation. Galindo proves that he's not a complete dumbass. He's speaking Latin, and him and Easy are bonding over intelligent shit.
Yeah,
That probably none of the other Mayans would get. And Easy's like, "Oh, I didn't expect the head of the cartel to be fluent in Latin." And then he says, I'm sure this is not the reason why you bring me out here." And Galindo's like, "No, this time I'm giving you a friendly, what do you call this?
A warning?
A friendly warning to back off next time. Next time, there won't be no Latin."
There's plenty of other times, man. You don't do anything, Galindo. I'm sorry. I think I actually just recently did a character spotlight on this guy, and I think in episode 1 of this season, he's introduced, he's quite strong, and then immediately his son gets kidnapped and his fucking tail goes between his legs. Yeah, he tortures the odd person, right, in pursuit. But what the fuck does he really do to get his son back? He does nothing. He's out doing shit.
Well, blame Defante for that. He said, "Forget about your son." I thought this was a pretty good scene.
It was, but
I also don't think it would be as low down as 15th in the average Sun episode, but that's just me.
Alright, that's just you, but for me, I think Galindo's incredibly weak.
You know what? No, I think the Mayans is bad. I don't think you need to make it worse than it is. Like,
right,
I think these...
But let's forget Easy's the main character, right? He's a prospect. Phelan was a prospect. Say Phelan was messing about with fucking Danny Trejo's wife or something, right? In season 4 of Sons. Are you trying to fucking tell me he gives him a bit of Latin advice and be like, "Hey, next time won't be so friendly," and be like, no, he fucking kills him. For me...
Kills him? Easy just went to Fizzer hospital, and you think he's going to risk his relationship with the Mayans by killing Easy?
Risk... Well, it needs to be a bit... I'm sorry. It was like... Yeah, I was going to say it was like it was his brother. Fuck it, he is his brother. And it's mad to think this never even comes out. All these scenes, all this like fucking build up for 5 years just for Easy to make fun of his photographs and tell him to fuck off.
The whole brother reveal is a completely different story, and I think that's something we haven't talked about enough on this channel, because the fact that never actually got revealed.
I talked about it yesterday.
Even though it was probably the second biggest cliffhanger ending season 4.
Yep.
And they never address it in season 5, minus a few sit-downs between Felipe and Galindo, who already knew the secret anyway. That made no sense. But anyway, I thought this was a pretty good scene with Galindo and Easy. Coming in third place, we have Felipe threatening Jimenez's family, so he stalks Jimenez a little bit, finds out where he lives, sees his family, basically tells Jimenez, "Look, I used to be a bad guy, I did bad things, and if you put my son in danger, I'll do bad things to your family." And Jimenez can't really process what has happened here, and before he can really, confront Felipe over Felipe's threats, Felipe just drives off. Felipe's like, "Screw you, I've got meat to chop tomorrow morning, I'm out of here."
Let's not kid ourselves, right? I mean, is Felipe being painted as a good guy here? Oh, he's defending his son's a criminal, right? He got a good deal, and Jimenez is just pressing for a wee bit more information, or else he's going to, put him back in the inside. And even though it's not even Jimenez doing that, it's the higher ups. And here's Felipe threatening this guy's young kids.
Yeah, I don't see how that makes Felipe a good guy. Plus, I mean, all Jimenez has really done is try to give Easy advice. It's like it's
basically
you get
Emily Galindo to flip.
Yeah, I think. Obviously,
what is it with the characters in this show fucking treating Emily like she's the Holy Grail? Felipe, know your role, son.
I just don't get it. Anyway, yeah, Felipe threatened Jimenez. It was okay. Wasn't great. Wasn't good. But
yeah,
it wasn't
depression.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Felipe.
It was just, basic little scene here. Felipe.
Yeah, let's get 15th moment in Sons.
Felipe showing that he is willing to do whatever it takes, and then coming in at last place with 11% of the vote. And there's a common trend here. I think the women of this show are terrible. I think the women.
You guys seem to agree.
Like, you look at Sons of Anarchy, and there was good women in SOA, and I think if we did this same sort of format with these polls and scenes, there would be certain episodes where the women would take top spot. But in Mayans, I am struggling to see or think of a scene right now where Emily or Adelita had the best scene of it. Now, I think Letty did have the best scene with Coco, and that's fine, because I think Letty is pretty good in season 1. But in terms of Adelita and Emily, who are the two main female characters of the show, they just were not interesting characters at all.
I think it's mad.
They were not likeable characters at all. They were supposed to be protagonists. I mean, Emily, I guess, is a protagonist, but she's an unlikable protagonist. I just don't see how Adelita is a protagonist, especially with her manipulating it and using kids as soldiers and, pawns in her war against the cartels. So I personally don't see how Adelita is a nice person here. And this whole scene where these, little kids basically took out, a trained, a cop force here, a trained force unit, is come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And the fact the kid put out the ball, right, and the officers just let him go into the hideout.
Yeah, so they've got Adelita here in this house. I'm assuming the main guy's about to rape her because he's like, take her into the bedroom and I'll show her hard times.
Alright, Dusty Roads.
Dusty Roads. And then this kid's playing outside. He kicks a soccer ball past these two officers into the house. And then the officers watch this kid just walk past them as if he's heading into the house to retrieve the ball. Even though that is where they're hiding Adelita. I believe the brick of cocaine is also still in the house. Or heroin, or whatever it was.
I think it was heroin.
Yep. I believe that is also still in this property. And they're letting some fucking kid just walk on in.
Waltz on in, buddy. And
how does this make any sense whatsoever? The whole scene was shit.
It was shit. It's just kids killing. It is.
And how weak do the Mayans look? Honestly. Bitch ass Angel, bitch ass Coco, Easy, they're already rats in my opinion. How pathetic do the Mayans look here, needing to be rescued by kids? I mean, I think the one that shoots the main officer, she's like 8 years old. I think it was Minnie.
Well, I think it was Minnie.
I mean, Jesus Christ. We're in a situation where the big bad Mayans, I can't ever think of the sons being rescued by a kid.
No.
I mean, it was a terrible scene. Anyway, that scene's done. So you've got Cole gifting Angel in first place with the head.
See that scene?
Then it's Galindo.
But see that scene, sorry to interrupt, where they take Weston's kids? See if that was done in the Mayans? Weston's kids would have fucking wiped out the char.
I know, but it's almost like Weston's kid wasn't even a threat, you know what I mean? Like, Jax took care of him.
As soon as he fucking pulled it, Jax slapped him.
So, yeah, anyway,
buddy.
Let's move into the comments.
Well, let me just say, though, as well, I think even someone like Maureen Ashby smokes any fucking woman character in the Mayans. And she only was in 6 episodes.
I like Maureen Ashby. Speaking who I don't like, what's this comment about Anthony? Anything to...
He's got 2 likes.
He has.
That's not for me, buddy.
Bridget Connell says, just out of pure comedic value, I have to give it to the Rebels. While most kids can barely tie their own shoes or spell their names, these kids were executing these precise tactical operations, taking out adult officers. Out of all the backstabbing, cheating, stealing and murdering we saw on this show, I think the biggest crime of all may have been Adelita weaponising kids for her personal gain. I would have to give it to some thought, to be sure, but at the very least it would be near the top of the list. Surely there could have been an alternative path for the kids to embark on that didn't involve eating spray paint in a junkyard or being child soldiers. Now, I completely agree with this comment. I replied, I didn't understand the direction they went with Adelita at all. They obviously want us to cheer for her against Galindo, but like you said, she weaponised children by manipulating them and training them to be killers. For me, that automatically makes her unlikable and ruled her out of being a protagonist. I just don't understand how Adelita is supposed to be the good girl, the good woman on this show when she is a nasty piece of work. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like they're, teenagers, 15. Like, we're talking 8-year-old. Look at Sons, when they were talking about Jimmy recruiting kids off the street.
Yeah, they didn't
this
approve.
Bastard, this fucking red bastard.
Yeah, they didn't approve of that.
No, here it's fuck. Oh, And she's taking...
Like, look at the kid that comes in with his, the firework. I think he was like 17.
Yeah, it's not...
Oh, he's a kid, get him off the street.
PSNI. Right, but it's not like, she's taking these kids and they're looking after them and they're not getting involved in this gun war, like warfare. They're in it.
She's only taking these kids in to use them.
It's manpower.
It's not like she's taking kids in for the goodness of her
power.
So,
I never liked her, man.
Yeah, I never liked that Lita. That's the comments, guys. Obviously, that is what it is.
And here, it's because I killed, because Minnie went, well, fuck you.
Yeah, you need to leave more, though, right? Leave more. In the next one, we'll be back with episode 6. We're going to watch it, then we'll put up a poll, pick out the best 4 moments, and yeah, we'll discuss it then, hopefully within a couple of days, with lots of comments. And I hope the second half of season 1 gets better, because, like...
Well, we're going to get happy, aren't we?
We're getting happy, and that makes me happy. Till next time, guys. Peace.